Ladies and gentlemen,
It's the Backyard Maker Show.
Backyard Maker Show.
We speak that realness.
Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Backyard Maker Show podcast, backyardmakershow.com. X, what up, man?
What's good, my man? What's good?
Chilling, man. How's your weekend?
Pretty good. Working, busy, healing sessions, driving.
As always, man. That's what's up, bro. So, we're back with another show, man. Another show this week. Last week we had comedian Chris Clark, man. It was a great show. That brother's funny, man. That's actually out now. Y'all could go out there and just listen in on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and actually YouTube. The video came out on Sunday. You can check out the whole thing on Sunday. Yo, we got some dope guests in the building today, man. Mm-hmm. We got CT Zone FM in the building. My brothers, welcome. Shaba, Trick. What up?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Backyard
y'all,
Mecca,
man.
what
Thank
up?
y'all for having us.
Chilling, man. Yo, welcome to the show, man. Thank you for coming, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
So what's good, man? How y'all doing, man? How's the rest of the crew, man?
Everybody's doing good, man. You know, working, grinding.
Yeah.
Just taking
How
care of
many
life.
more people is in the clan that's not present with us today?
Yeah, man.
Oh, right now we missing
Three.
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 Yeah. Well, yo, peace to Law. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Don Dada.
Peace.
DJ Connect.
Peace.
Word to Mother.
Mother.
the mother. What up?
Peace.
Trey Banger on my right.
Bang.
Shaba. You know what I mean? It's the Nightcap crew. We putting on for the state, man. We just
Absolutely.
trying to do what we could do for the state.
Absolutely.
The best way we
I
can.
would say
you know?
CT Zone, representing CT Zone.
CT Zone.
Yeah. How long y'all been doing it now, man?
4 years.
Nice.
Wow.
It's consistency.
Damn.
4 years,
Yeah,
man.
they.
4 years, man. Shout out to the crew, man. For real. Shout out to the crew because they put in a lot of work. They put in a lot of time, dedication. And we wouldn't be here 4 years without them.
Mm-hmm.
And also shout out to the artists
Mm-hmm.
that send us the music. Because
Definitely shout out to the
without
artists.
the music, we wouldn't be here 4 years either. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just appreciative at the end of the day. We appreciate everybody, you know what I mean? Me personally, you know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that plays a part in this and help us get to where we at 4 years later.
Absolutely, man. And well, I'm pretty sure the artists, love what y'all doing and appreciate y'all too, man, because y'all giving people a platform, man.
Yeah, man.
And that's important too, man. So
They hitting us up
so
like
big
crazy.
up for that.
They want to come up every week. It's like 5 to 6 people, maybe more, that want to come up for an interview. So
Cool.
Shout out to them, man, because they do love it. You know what I mean? And this is what we made it for them.
Well, plug it real quick, man. Let the people know your social media, man, where they can find y'all, man.
CTZoneFM at gmail.com. CTZoneFM on Instagram. And they shut down our Facebook page, which was CT Zone FM. So
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna cut my man.
So we
I'm gonna
gonna-
cut the boss off for a second. I'm gonna make it easy for y'all. Just go to ctzonefm.com.
that's it.
Okay.
And then from there,
Everything's on there.
yeah, y'all gonna find
Yeah,
every
I'm
avenue.
going to do all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You was taking too long.
I was going to get them everything,
I didn't
but
mean
I
to
was going to
cut
let
you
them
off,
know.
but-
But like, yo, if it was just too confusing, just go straight to ctzonefm.com, like he said, and it'll plug you in wherever you need to find us. You can find us. You know what I mean? Right there.
Dope. And you guys are on every what, you said?
Every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. on One Love Radio.
And that's live, right?
Yep, we're
That's live.
106.3, 106.5, and we stream live on our website, ctzonefm.com. We stream live, so you can watch the live interview, you can watch live music, us in the studio having fun, all that, you know what I mean?
That's dope, man.
That's what's up.
And I actually got to thank y'all for having me a couple times, man. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I appreciate
Listen,
you
man,
giving me
you
that
like a
platform,
brother,
man.
So we gotta,
That go
we
both
gotta show
ways.
that love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all played one of my songs on there, so I appreciate that too.
Yeah, man.
Played a couple of joints on there.
Yeah, we've been waiting for some new stuff.
Yep,
What's
yep.
going on
Get him,
with that?
get him.
You know, it's
Got a whole bunch I just been sitting on. I ain't gonna play.
I'm pretty
you said
sure.
that like in the beginning too, because I remember when we was at that party, and I told you what we was gonna do before it happened, right? So
Yes,
you
you
was
did.
there before the baby was born.
Oh yeah, been around way before the baby.
Way
was-
before. Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, we go way
We
back.
standing in Law Kitchen, matter of fact, when we announced it. And we,
This whole room actually go back, so it's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
the 360, the circle of life.
Absolutely.
true, yeah.
Norwalk, right? Everybody's
everybody
from
from
Norwalk.
Norwalk.
man. Shout out to Norwalk, man.
Everybody from
man, for
Norwalk.
real.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
well,
man.
in X's defense, man, he made the beat for the Backyard Mecca show. You know what I mean? So
Shit.
he
Real
doing
shit.
little something.
Little
like,
bit, man.
You know,
Yeah, man.
the intro outro joint. That joint, and a lot of people like that. I love that.
Oh, that's
shit.
what's up, man.
You know?
Appreciate it.
It's funny how like I knew X, but then I got introduced to X through his music by my girl. She was like, "Yo, he does music." I was like, "What you mean he does music?" Like, "Yo, he does music." Cause me and X was cool on a different
Right,
level.
right,
like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she told me like, "Yo, he does music," and then I checked out his music. I was like, "Yo," cause I've been running around with the music thing for years, like with Trey and everybody, like you know what I mean. So when she told me he did music, I was like, "Okay, let me check it
That
out."
was ill. My introduction to y'all was just crazy because it was like an underground music group that I know it was just like, yo, it's the new world. Like me and my boy Zeke, you know what I'm saying? We go from rhyming I don't even rhyming. My
was
boy
making
Zeke
beats.
was rhyming in high school. He was
Yeah.
doing the ciphers and all that. And it was,
X was making beats with the laptop.
yeah, that
going
came later.
crazy.
Like Zeke was the head. He was the guy that I ain't scared out of. But first, he was like, I was just like the guy. I was like, all
Nice,
right,
too.
go. You know what I'm saying? But that's when we was in the studio with Fresh. When Fresh had the studio over there in Stratford.
Yeah,
Remember
That's
that?
the first Zula.
And that was like, and Soon was there. Shout out to Soon. That's why I met everybody. That's the first time smoking. That was the first a lot. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
first time in the booth was when Fresh had the new studio. The studio over at Innovation Center.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You talking about
man.
the first one was at his
His
first one
underground.
was
Yeah,
in
the first one was at the basement.
Yeah.
The second one was at the Innovation Center. Y'all, I'm telling you, man, it was legendary. The music, we walk in there, it's nothing but tree smoke. Somebody playing some bomb ass music you'll never hear again. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Never
Fresh,
hear it again.
you'll never hear it again. Like you'll never hear it again.
Unless you
Like
got it, unless you,
you saved it. You wrote the name, a number, the file down. I was like, yo, can I hear this again, or can I
Hey,
get
yo,
a copy of
that was the era where those beats was probably saved on like 8 floppy disks.
yeah, it's true. Like flip, you gotta
You
load
had
it every
to-
time.
Yeah, you needed 8 discs for that one
Yo, there's
beat.
people listening like, what's a floppy?
What's a
Yeah,
floppy
what the
disk?
fuck is a floppy disk?
That's crazy.
It's
Let-
like
let
a
them Google that
It's
shit,
like
man.
an SD chip, but with less data.
Bigger.
and bigger. like
Yeah.
an NES cartridge.
Big
And
SD
it's
chip
floppy,
with no
just like
memory
a
on it.
silver floppy, too,
A
like-
megabyte.
to half a megabyte. You got the
Yo,
drums
no
on
lie,
one.
I think they like 5 megabytes. Yo.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
mad.
5
like,
megabytes, I think.
You couldn't have nothing on the
Yeah,
Remember
video.
the
You got
big case
4
that you had to
pictures.
carry around to put them in?
Oh yeah, you had to have like your
Hey,
library.
hey, y'all want to hear some
Yeah.
stories, man? Yo, so I can remember coming to check Fresh for beats back in the day, right? So Fresh made the hottest beats. that I
Yo, he
knew,
did.
right?
Yo, oh my
So
god.
you could go to Fresh and be like, yo, I need that Mardi Gras beat that you made
did,
the other day,
yeah.
right? He'd be like, oh yeah, I know where it's at, right? So Fresh would turn around and he got like 10 shells behind him. He got a bunch of it's nothing but a mess.
Right.
Everything's a mess,
Right.
right? He got a disc here. He'll turn around, open the drawers, another disc here.
And he knew where they was at?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, he'll reach under his mattress. It's another disc.
Facts.
Yo, and he'll put
Everywhere.
mad floppy. I'm like, yo, bro,
Word.
why
Genius.
your shit not organized? That's just
That's
how he was.
Yeah, the
so
producer.
scientist.
just-
Yeah,
you
mad
have this shit
scientist.
That's his
everywhere.
format. What you got a
Word.
format?
Shits was bangers.
Crazy too. Like I used to walk in the studio like, what the fuck just happened to my life?
Shit was
Like
bangers.
for real. Like you go in there to make a song, then you hear a beat better than your whole song, and he just sitting there smoking a blunt, listen to it like it ain't nothing.
It was bangers.
And he'll just turn off like, all right. He's like, no, what you doing? That's the beat. Like this shit is hard. Yo, and then like hearing everybody's songs, like you had to wait in turn. He'll be like mad other people around, you know what I'm saying? Be like, all right, Trey, and it'll be like Tech got a song, and Soon got a song, and then you like the fourth person coming. So you there, it's like 2 a.m. Everybody all weeded out. You better not smoke too much weed or you're gonna stutter over your whole track.
Yep.
Mess your whole song up.
That's your whole song.
Yeah, man, those are the days, man.
That was in Stratford, you said?
Yeah, that was at
That
the
was-
Innovation Center.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay,
was
okay, okay.
Firewood, on them times.
That was the beginning of Zulab right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the first Zulab studio. That was we was collabing with Firewood. That was a big moment for me. That,
That
was
was a
like
big moment.
A lot of lessons learned. A lot of
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
A lot
we
of
were
music,
all
man.
in
a
the
lot of
same space.
camaraderie built.
Yeah,
A lot of friendships and brotherhoods built.
yeah.
So not only, are y'all doing the radio thing now, you know, y'all got a talented team in itself, you know, outside of the radio.
I honestly started
You know,
from the music, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know Law does
Yeah.
music.
That's
you
how
know
it
what
all
I'm
came
saying?
together, man.
Yes.
That's how it all came
Yeah.
together because pretty much went to one of the Law shows. Banger was at the show, and it's like when I look at it, it was all aligned, right? Because I went to his show. Banger was at the show. We sitting there talking. Then my pops was on the radio station that we're on, and he's like, "Yo, come check out the station." Like I went like probably the following week, went up there, and then I hit Law like, "Yo, we could do a radio show." He's like, "Let's do it." Then I hit Bang, and I was like, "Yo, Bang, what up?" Came through, me and Bang sat down, we chopped it up. Bang was like, "Yo,"
He forced me.
I'm like, "Yo, no lie, listen,
I didn't wanna do
listen."
it.
He was like, "Yo, I'm like about to hang up this music thing. I'm like about to be done. I'm about to just become a man, do me, like,
I
you
didn't
know
want
what I
to do
mean?"
it.
I'm like, "Yo," I said, "Yo, listen, I need you, yo. I need you because you're Trey. Like, you're Trey Banger. Like, you do this music thing. You love this thing, and there's no way you're going to stop. I'm going to pump the life back into you." And, like, yo, 4 years later,
Here we
go
are.
check the catalog, man. The
it's
videos,
crazy.
the music, the push is there, man. And it's like, yo, we did it. We put it together, and we did it. And we just, like, said, like, yo, just, it's like us sitting around talking. We'll have artists come up. We'll play their music. We'll play our music. And we just show love, man. Call up and request your music. That's what it's about.
I can remember that day he's speaking about like yesterday. Yo, I ain't want to do it, and
Why?
Why?
That's why I want to
Yeah,
ask.
why?
Why?
well, at the current moment, man, I was kind of like I was just going through a lot personally, and I was drifting away from music. I wasn't listening to it. Like, yo, to be honest, I haven't been entertained in a long time. As far as anything, as far as sports, as far as like entertainment on TV. I
Nothing
don't watch
excites
none
you.
of, I don't watch this entertainment. I'm not entertained by what's on TV. But lately, I've been getting it from the locals. So like when I go shopping, I don't be looking at the clothes like, oh, that's hot. But then Self will put out something, I'm like, yo, he got it going on. These joints is fired. It's official. And look at the quality. So I'm getting influenced and inspired by my peers more than I'm getting inspired by these dudes that got money that's putting out. You know what I'm saying? So
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're finding value in the people around you versus having to look for it outside of us.
but this is lately since the show. You know what I'm saying? But at the time when he asked me to do it, to start the show,
It's hard finding value for yourself.
I wasn't there. I wasn't listening. Yo, it's been years since I was watching cable TV, listening to music, because it was all trash. Like, and this is my personal opinion. Like, I don't want to watch reality TV shows. I don't want to watch midgets be ratchet, or anybody be ratchet for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to degrade people. I don't want to look at what's on TV or listen to what was on the radio. So when he asked me out, that's the zone I was in. I was like, man, bro, I'm on some.
just want to get away from anything that
I was
you get
drifting.
that,
I was
right?
on some other. I had my kids. I had my family. I was doing something different. So when he brought it to my attention, I was like, yo, this is what I was doing. We was riding. I'll never forget this. I'm not gonna bring it all up, shop, but we was riding. We seen a sign, yo. That sign was the push. The sign that we saw was the put. That was like, yeah,
Symbols.
Cause no
Symbols of
lie,
life.
from the day that I told him about it, we kind of been inseparable. Like we've been going hard at this thing. Like we've been making sure like it's been running.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
Backbone to this whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of the work, a lot of the stuff you see, you know what I mean, wouldn't be possible without this man right here. You know what I mean?
vice versa. Stop it.
I'm just saying, like, because people need
Word.
to know like the work that we put in. Like, you know what I mean?
It's true.
We put in equal amount of work. You know what I mean, but he's a lot behind the scenes. A lot of the stuff you see that we have, like, as far as visuals and you know what I mean, graphics and a lot of that work. Like the man, the intro, like recorded it, the beat he made, all that. Like a lot of that stuff, like you know what I mean, is incorporated into the show because at the beginning was I saw something in my peers that I knew that they have a talent, and it's like, yo, we all get up and go to work and be suppressed by our job and don't get to do our talents, don't get to really put at least 50% of our energy into our talent.
Facts.
So like we got to build something for ourselves that could boost that energy, that it could keep us going and say, you know what, man, I'm gonna do more work. I'm gonna do something so I ain't
Absolutely.
gotta go to work no more.
Right.
And that's where we at right now. 4 years later, we at the point where it's like, yo, man, we gonna get to the point where like, man, to hell with our jobs. Like,
That's right. And
because
listen, man.
we love this music thing, and I see that our family should be able to
Eat off of this stuff.
Because
Exactly.
the man, this brother right here is very talented. Law is very talented. DJ Connect, very talented at what they do. Like you have your own profession. Just master it.
Master it and make
master
some
your
bread
craft.
off of it. Master your craft.
And the thing is, with banging, he doing like 30 different things though. So
You always been that way.
like,
always.
there's no father to his style, like the old dirty bastard. Like there's no father to his style because he's doing everything, and ain't no man that I see is trying to master everything, and then in each lane is doing the best that he can. You know what I mean? Without sitting back and saying, "Oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that." There's nothing that he can't do. So that's why CT Zone is being pushed the way it's being pushed, man.
That's dope, man.
That's why I gotta big him up, you know what I mean, like that, because he's there. And shout out to everybody else. I'm not down in not the rest of the crew. Shout out to the rest of the crew because they putting in their work too. But I'm just letting y'all know, like, yo,
Word,
banging,
put in work.
me and banging putting in that work, like we doing that work, you know what I mean, for CT. You know what
Beautiful.
I mean? We making it known, like, you know what I mean. So everybody's gonna be there. We gonna make sure everybody there and getting it.
And that's love, man. And that's special, man, because it's so hard to find people like that, man, that, you know what I mean, that actually work in the team, man. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then in the long run with us, like if like just right now, how we representing each other, you know.
Yeah.
If one of us ain't there, somebody's there.
Dope.
Like it's been shows that we got invited to, and we all might not make it there, but Shy will be everywhere. Like Mother be everywhere. It'd be
Yeah.
amazing to me how sometimes I can't make it everywhere. I got a
we
lot.
there, you know what I mean?
But I'm always represented. You know what I'm
Regardless,
saying?
man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
That's dope, man.
Yeah, that's precious.
Yeah.
You can't pay for that.
You can't find that everywhere,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, because even when they see me at places, they looking behind me for the rest of the crew. They like, yo, where everybody else at? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, they couldn't make it. They like, yo, man, damn, make sure they make it to the next one, or tell them I said what up. Like they look for everybody. They don't just look for one of us. You know what I mean? So even though me and him behind the scenes, we putting in a lot of the work, it's still a lot of work that everybody else do individually. You know what I mean? Also too. So it's just like CT Zone representing CT Zone, man. We just trying to put this on, man. And we just trying to eat. We just trying to eat, you know what I mean? We trying to feed our families at the end of the day off this music thing and off this just media thing.
It's
Because
grind.
at the end of the day, 'cause we do media and we do music, you know what I mean? And like I was saying before, I see talent in my brothers. That's why this show started, because I know that Law can make music, Trey can make music, and with the right push,
You know,
we can make
get to where
we
you
can
wanna
make
be.
money off the music.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Why
So,
not?
what were some of y'all favorite artists out of Connecticut?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because I haven't really picked any favorites, but I like a lot of music. You know what I mean? Because I try not to be I try not to be biased when it comes to it, because I don't want to be that. Because everybody deserves a fair chance, but I can name offhand a few artists that I do
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
you
you
know
gotta
what
be
I
your
mean?
favorite, just the ones you like.
You know what I
We-
mean? K-Dos out of
That's
Bridgeport.
crazy.
Mula Guapo, which is a
Yeah.
young cat that was just doing his thing. And I just became a fan of this another young cat named Bully, out of Bully O out of Bridgeport. He's actually gonna come up on the show, I think, this Wednesday.
That's what's up.
Gotta shout out our boys. FNF.
FNF, which is a group that we've been listen. Since quick story, right? It's a group that we've been trying to get on the show for the last probably 3 years. One of them was locked up. His girl came to the show, gave us a CD, and from that day, like their song was like our outro. No lie.
Crack.
Like
yo,
we didn't
Mm.
hear it before prior to her bringing it to us, but she came, dropped it off, was like, yo, you guys gotta hear this, you guys gotta play it. He's locked up, he wants to hear his song.
She was very supportive of
Yeah.
her boyfriend that was locked
man.
up.
Yeah. Very.
And in her presence of presenting the song to us, you can hear how important we were to her. You know what I'm saying?
And we was just starting out.
Yeah,
We
that was
just
the
starting
beginning.
out.
So for that, for somebody to come up to us and want us to play that song so bad, and with you know the energy she brought to us, it was like, and the song was fire. Like,
Nice.
Yo, it had
Right,
some-
right.
It had
It's
the
even
horn,
better.
it had
Right.
the horns in it. Yo, the horns just takes you
It-
away, yo.
I got the chills right now.
Just
I
thinking
can hear
about it.
Yeah.
I caught the same chill, yo, for real. That's how
Word.
serious it is with this music thing, yo.
Music that
Like-
give you that feeling.
Yeah, I love it.
man.
You know what I mean? I love it with a passion. You know what I mean? It's in my blood. I tell everybody, it's in my blood. I was born into this music thing. My pops was a DJ from when I was probably in his sack. He was DJing. You know what I mean? To that far, like to be real, like he was DJing with me in his sack, and boom, came out. He had me on the turntables, everything. I'm there. I'm sitting. I just pictures of me on the records, all that shit. Like you know what I mean. So it's like I've been there. I seen a different side of it. I grew up in the Jamaican era, like Jamaican side of things, and it was all like playing music, and just every day was music. Like you know what I mean.
Hip hop is heavily Jamaican influence anyway.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what I'm saying.
And then when I heard hip hop, I fell in love with it. I was like, yo, it's almost the same.
It's the
like,
same
like
thing. Yeah, you might as well just
like you said.
So what about you, Trey? What's your favorite artist out of Connecticut?
Yo, he actually like stole all my
All the
artists,
people.
you know what I'm saying?
Name somebody you feel like he might have left out.
Yeah, like man.
Y'all mentioned Clutch earlier.
I was gonna say other than that, Clutch is dope.
Chavo.
Yeah. We're gonna jump up. You know, Crazy's killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you took that one from me.
Crazy.
Crazy's nice. Show
Yep.
What about
Sholy smashing. Honestly, Connecticut is killing right now.
We can't forget about Cambada.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we talk about it on the low. We didn't talk about it.
Yo,
Shout out to Cambada.
I gotta show love to the ladies, man. Shout out to Venus. Shout out to Frankie with a lisp.
Yep.
Shout out to Angel.
I miss High Hill
singer.
Hush, man. I don't know if you ever heard a chick named High Hill Hush.
I haven't heard of her yet.
I don't know. She still do music.
She got some just like you said, CT period is doing their thing.
Yeah,
they pushing. There's a lot of music coming out. It's fire out here. It's just
It's crazy
I'm
when
loving it.
Yeah, I come in. I come in the studio sometimes just to tell Connect to bring songs back, like, and that's important to me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't want to do this.
Right.
Yeah, I'm jumping up like, yo, bring that back, yo. I need to hear who is that? What's that? Like, this is my first time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
excite you.
Yeah,
get that feeling
you know
from
it.
it.
That's why, like, when you say who's your favorite, it's hard to pick because there's so many tracks like that we get.
And to be honest, like, sometimes
fire.
I don't even know who. I gotta jump up and be like, yo, who is that? We hearing new. This is new to us.
Cam Cash. Oh, I can't forget about Cam Cash.
And to be honest, we don't got a very big screening process. All we doing is making sure there ain't no curses.
Right.
It's not like
it's
not like we not playing songs, bro.
Right.
We
Just
playing
playing it.
Yeah, we playing what comes to us. So if you
Send
send it, it's gonna get played.
Play.
You know what I'm saying? We not like this is whack. I'm not playing
None
that.
of that.
We playing it. We give everybody a chance. You know what I'm saying? The energy is what makes it stay on the station. If the energy of the song is dope, if you got people calling, if you come up, that's what keeps it in circulation for us. You know what I'm saying?
The work show.
We really don't have a rotation. There is
got a
no
rotation.
rotation on our show. We do a mix. Straight up, like we just do a mix of songs, and then, like he said, if your people's call up every week and request your song get played every week.
So,
at their request. You know what I mean?
So let's take the other angle. We talked about a lot of the dope people, and now for this one, obviously I'm mentioning no names, but have y'all felt? And I want y'all to be honest. Has there ever been anybody y'all felt was really whack that shouldn't even been up there, man? And like I said, no names. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but just an honest question,
To
man.
be honest with you, no.
He can't speak for me.
Go ahead, Shaba.
I
Go
see
ahead,
your
Shaba.
face already. I know Trey face.
Go ahead, Trey. Let you go first.
He can't speak for me. Yeah,
I had to ask, man.
Yeah, I love this music, man. But sometimes, there's been people that I've been like, they need to get tightened up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say they shouldn't have come up because it's a platform for them to come do that.
Absolutely.
We here for you to come and mess up and learn to tighten up, come back again, yo.
Right.
Yeah,
We want you to come back.
Get it right.
That's why I would never say they shouldn't have came. Even the wackest people that came up on our shows, we invite them back. We want them to come back.
Got you.
Freshen, newer, new material. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up your gear, tighten up your style, tighten everything up.
What do y'all feel Connecticut should tighten up? Like as a whole, like what do y'all think are the things that Connecticut artists would benefit off of if they did more of?
Professionalism.
Break it down.
Come ready. Come with your bio ready. Come with with merch if you have it. Come with, come
Come
ready.
prepared.
Yeah, come prepared for an interview. Don't come with your work clothes on because you're gonna be live. We streaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Photos, videos, all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Quality.
Come with some good quality, decent quality.
Right. Let the interview be good. Don't just kind of like talk or whatever.
Yeah. Don't be jittery. Don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be
Not
prepared.
only just to come up on the show, like if you gotta do a showcase, be there on time.
Yeah.
Have your music on an MP3.
Yeah.
Have
Right.
your music on a CD. Have your music in their email. You should
Right.
do all these steps and be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know your song when you're on stage.
Facts.
Nah,
Don't think that the crowd knows your
Facts.
song.
Right.
Professionalism, like
Right.
you said, be
Right.
professional in everything when you're doing this music thing, even when you're promoting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, all right, for instance, you're an artist at night. During the day, you go to your job.
Mm-hmm.
You're promoting that you're gangbanging and having guns and stuff like that. Now you lose your day job. So now you can't fuel your business that you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So be professional. I mean, there's smarter ways to doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Smarter ways of doing it. You know what I mean? Because you never know what can happen in the long run. So professionalism at the
Give
end
some
of
more
the day.
music
I mean,
advice.
even
Yeah,
if
give some more music
that's what
advice.
your lane is, and all the if you gangbanging and all of that, if that's your lane. There's still a professionalism
Yeah.
to the music, is what I'm saying.
It
Facts.
distinguishes you from
I
other
mean,
people, man.
Yeah, I
Facts.
mean,
There's
I
a
mean,
lot,
as
there's a
far
lot of
as
successful
As far as like the
gangsters.
sound, maybe, or just even how you approach
no,
it?
I mean,
How
as
would
far
you
as your approach to having your music
Heard.
ready, and you know what I'm saying, coming. I put it to you like this: professionalism. You can be whatever you want, whatever kind of artist you want, gangbanger, whatever. But have your songs on different avenues before you come up on a show. Don't just come up on a show and be like, yeah, I got my songs on my Instagram. You can hear a snippet on my Instagram, you know.
that's it.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, I got some
SoundCloud.
joints in my phone. Hold on, let me put them on my. I gotta go to my photo. Like nobody want to hear that. We want to know that we can go to iTunes
And go check it out.
or Amazon.
Absolutely.
Where can
Yeah.
we go support you?
Get right with
Yeah.
your music, man. Show that you're official with your music. Don't just
And that's one. I think
Play
that's one of the
around.
biggest things. Not only with music, man, but just in general, man. With when you want to work with somebody, man, sometimes it's hard to find that. There is people that are out there doing that, but that just puts you. Maybe I don't know if the word is ahead, but it definitely distinguishes you from somebody who's not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of proves that you have the wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then when you're sitting down with somebody
And the
who's-
drive.
when you come to sit down with somebody who is willing to invest in you, whether it's an endorsement or something, they see that you have the wisdom of the knowledge
Absolutely.
to do that work. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, all right, well, you already have your music mixed, mastered properly. It's on certain platforms. You have your website. You have these avenues already,
EPK.
Taken care of.
Yeah.
ASCAP, all that.
all that. So they know you've done it. They know they can trust this investment. It's gonna be
Right,
safe.
right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, they don't want to just spend money on dead weight. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
One thing
they
I-
want to see it move. My
Right.
bad.
They want. Oh no, you good. You good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I agree because I feel like the one thing that at least from my opinion, I feel like the one thing I feel like Connecticut could work on as a whole would be more consistency in the music. You know what I mean? I feel like being that
It's there though.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people don't. I'm saying more of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like across the board. So I give you an example. If there's artists that I like, I want to hear more of that artist. I want to hear them continue to put music out how other people in other places are putting music out on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like
I think that comes with so what I do think that comes with is the platforms. So I think it might not be the artist, but I think there needs to be more
platforms to put this out on a consistent basis.
platforms such as ours, you know, that
Right.
but like with longevity and consistency
I
and
see.
professionalism as well.
I see.
Like ours, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? More platforms like these.
Right.
CT Zone and Backyard Method.
that will find this music and play it and keep it consistent.
discuss it and-
yeah, discuss it
and-
right and go into it. And I think you're right because that's a great point.
It's not
It's not
necessarily
necessarily
the
the artist
artist.
because artists are most of the time always making music.
They have the
I'm gonna
music.
say this because
They
we've
have
been
it.
artists and I've been.
We know how that is, right?
He's
We
got
don't put it
thousands-
all
he's got
out.
thousands of
Right, I got
songs,
music.
so
I'm
they got-
sitting on it too.
they
I
got-
Why
they
just
got
did.
the
you
music.
sitting on it? We never
Right.
had a place to go with it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right, I can't lie. Like right now, at this day and time, is when I'm just now as an artist starting to get the avenues and realize that
I
these
could do
doors
this.
is opening.
Right,
Yeah,
I
I can
can-
do this.
I can do that.
But we never had those avenues.
No, we
as-
didn't. It was only just like get signed or you have or make the money in to put it in yourself, which would like
So to bring it back for me, like starting Zulab, for me, my reason for starting it and sort of the meaning behind Zulab. And if you ever seen the logo with the gorilla ripping the tree out the ground and all of that with the music notes, the idea behind that is that, I always knew we wouldn't get on in Connecticut. And I can remember having a very important meeting with some people of mine and us trying to figure out what we were going to do as friends and as a crew. And it boiled down to everybody was trying to either work with each other to get a demo done or try to push to a label or do. And I was like, how is that going to work? And I was trying to figure it out in my mind. Like, what label y'all going to go to? Because we never was going to New York. So when was y'all going to go sit in front of the labels? And how consistently do you think you can do that against these New York cats that live right in those boroughs?
And do it consistently.
And they doing it consistently. So I was like, if they not signing these dudes that's sitting in front of their own doors, what makes you think we coming from the boroughs that they shitting on and they gonna give us some bread? Fuck them. You just seen what Diddy said. You feel me? They been saying that though.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah,
this is true. This is true.
So from that
do shows here and bounce.
So from that day on, I started Zulab in my heart because I knew we wasn't going to get on that way. So I said, I got to do it my own way. So I started producing. I started making my own recordings. I started doing it on my own. The only thing I didn't have was the distribution outlet.
That was the biggest problem for everybody here.
Yeah.
I think for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like I think one of the biggest reasons why we're experiencing a renaissance in Connecticut right now when it comes to music,
it's because of the distribution.
Yeah, we're able to put it out ourselves now, and now you can be seen by the world. Put a few dollars behind your music, have your shit on in order, put a video out. You may get a few thousand fans just off of that.
And all the cats that got all that fire music from back then, they're not gonna put it out now because they're like too old.
Might be outdated or
like
it's too old.
Which is not.
It's not.
And it's
That's
not.
how
A lot
I
of that
look
stuff
at
is
it.
timeless.
To be honest with you,
you got a
right?
good point, Charlie.
To be honest with you, right? I'm gonna throw a loophole in the game, yo. If some of these cats took that old music and threw an 808 on it,
It would flick. It would
Tweak it a little bit.
Yo, no,
That's
you
all
right.
you need to do,
Throw
yo.
some 808.
Yeah.
I promise you, they don't even gotta do
Boom,
nothing else.
boom,
They
boom.
gotta throw 808.
Throw a
over
little
something.
snare in there. That you
all
lit.
you gotta do.
Take
man.
it up,
should
add
though.
the
That's
snare
what
on
should
top of the
happen.
other one.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
straight.
yeah.
You even had the files for
You
it.
don't even gotta have the files for it. X,
Put a little
chill.
2018 on
Chill. Hey X, don't tell him our secret, yo. I'm telling you it'll
it.
work.
Money maker right there.
No, you're right.
Yo,
Yo, no. That's genius.
It will work.
Genius.
It will
Genius. I gotta put it out now. We gotta be here. You heard of Conway the Machine, right?
Yeah.
All right. Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. I don't know if you heard them, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Now they sound as straight Mob Deep MOP, but they got 808s behind they Mob Deep, and they got 808s behind that.
But that's kind of
it's-
what the wave is. now.
Right. They made their wave off of modernizing an old style.
That's it.
Right now the style is sample, 808.
Yep.
And then they still got the old kick. You know what I'm saying, snare, and then they got the 808 snare.
Right,
Like
right.
right now they
Mix the
doubling
two.
up the snare. Yeah, and
Yup.
that's what the game is doing. So that's what all I'm saying is all they gotta do is throw that 8 boom,
Boom, boom.
on the 1, throw the 808 on the 1, maybe the 3, and then boom, and then you go.
You
That'll
lit.
work. Why not?
You
Why
litty lit. Like
Oh, man, you
Marvelous.
got them old
He did
tracks.
that.
Yeah.
Come holla
He
at
threw
Trey
some
Bay,
808s
man.
on there.
Get
I
it
ain't
right.
doing it.
Those are my favorite
I
tracks.
ain't doing it
You
for
wanna
them.
do it for 'em?
I'm just giving them the sound.
Giving the
Man,
game.
it's gonna cost them though.
But nah, for real, I think I got a great point. But there's another issue that we have with the older music of Connecticut.
What's
a
that?
lot of us didn't value our producers.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We rapped over like 50 Cent beats, all that. Bojo sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
that's
nah,
happened a lot.
There was a lot of tracks though that was put out over.
Yeah, I'm not saying they not.
Connecticut
Yo,
producers,
I
man.
agree.
You just made me think about something, man. The game went through like a very hard time, man. Like the game industry producers was getting millions of dollars. They was getting overly paid, and the local producers was not getting paid.
Nah.
We wasn't. Everybody was
Then
using the hot
thanks,
shit.
Thanks to social media, because now the local producers is getting paid because little young cats is getting paid.
Getting guap.
Yeah,
too.
It
Young
was the leasing
cats
games, leasing
overseas,
beats, and
everywhere, like, you
doing
know
stuff
what I mean?
like that.
So,
Yeah.
The game definitely did a big flip.
The distribution.
It's helping. You know what I
Distribution.
mean? Because
yeah.
a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like social media. Because I was the type of person I didn't like social media either. So I started doing the radio thing. But
Then you
now I'm
realize
like,
it
yo,
helps.
as an artist, as a business person, social media is your best friend.
It
You better
is.
use
And
it.
it's free.
And it's in your
It's free
pocket.
platform,
Yeah,
yo.
it's like, why
I tell
not?
people all the time, yo, you got a free platform.
It's in your pocket, man. You
Yeah.
can walk around and just be in people's face
all
day
the time.
long.
It's free minus the stress.
Yeah,
It depends on what content you putting out on that social media. You know,
perspective,
but
right?
yeah, it's all
Yeah.
perspective.
Yo,
But it's helped me a
I don't
lot.
think it cares, man. It's stressful regardless. As soon as I like log
is.
on and see,
You get stressed?
yo, I see
Really?
certain stuff, I be stressed.
You all right.
I can't lie. You know what it is? Sometimes, man, I feel like I be checking on my friends, and then I realize that we growing so far apart.
It helps you. Yeah, I see. I see. So it's more. It's a trigger. It's like a trigger. It's a trigger. Yeah, in a sense, that's a trigger. You go into like. You can put it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just reminding you of what you already.
That's why I don't have a personal one, man. I just do the radio thing. That's it. About music. So when it comes to the personal part, I don't really see too much of that. Unless you my real close friend, and I'm gonna know what's going on with you. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see that. Because it could affect you in a certain way, and it cannot. You know what I mean? 'Cause you be like, damn.
Yeah.
My friend is doing it. You know what I mean? Look at this dude. Like,
Nah, I'm not even talking about like
No,
that.
no,
I mean like people
for
be
some
sharing their
people-
views, and I don't like their views, man. Like people be like either
Negative,
racist
yeah,
or
yeah.
sexist or
Oh
whatever,
yeah, stuff
you know
like
what
that
I'm
to
saying?
get to.
And then,
You know.
and then there be people you grew up with, and they like you looked at them as friends, but now you got to realize that their views are kind of against you. Or,
Like, well, who is that? This is really the person that I grew up with?
yeah, you might have to
and I
check.
was calling up my friend. I was walking around with him all the time. Look at him now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's what you want to answer.
Well, yeah, I wanted to ask y'all, like, what do y'all got going on, or what's the goal? You know what I'm saying, of the lane you want to take, as far as taking this CT Zone FM thing to the next level.
The main goal is to pretty much make the world respect what we doing out here. Make them respect what the CT artist is putting out. You know what I mean? Because really, like, around like for years, nobody's been giving us the respect, and they still not. You know what I mean?
We should talk about that.
For people to for them to, and when I say not giving us the respect, meaning like they're not checking for us on the music level. We have to go to them.
Why do you
for
think
them.
that has been that way for the longest time? That's a good
Because
question.
like,
Why?
for instance, like we said earlier, there's no platforms. There's no platforms to really promote it to make people want to come and hear it.
True.
Get what I'm saying? So where's the big venue that you could come to and see just like Connecticut artists only? There's none. They gotta pay a lot of money to go perform.
Open
and
up for somebody
open up
else.
For somebody,
Facts,
like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Thanks.
with no venue, with no big platforms, people not gonna want to come and spend their money on you.
Right.
So now, like, we need to create our own platform, and we need to create our own support system, just like the South. I hate to say it, but it's just like
true.
the South. Just
Yeah.
each artist support each artist, and your fans support each other. Man, just come out and just support. The shows should be packed, flooded. Each show should be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
one of the biggest things we got to realize, as a culture, is that we already got so much against us. We got to stop knocking ourselves. Meaning, like, if we're gonna put together these platforms and these venues, we can't go in there and mess them up ourselves. We already got so much going against the culture itself. So many people don't want to see it to flourish. Like we can't just go into any bar and do a hip hop night. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Definitely not in Connecticut.
Right. Definitely
so,
not.
So now what we got to do is try to go get a warehouse. Like they blackballed us so much that we got to go out the way and do anything we can just to make this happen. Please don't come fuck it up for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that is a problem. I remember that being. Remember the Roxy?
You see what they doing with it now?
No, I don't see what they're doing now. What they do?
Yeah.
They rebuilt it, and it's
You can
Something
go-
else, whole
They've
something
had
completely different.
local. They had actually had a local talent show, not a talent show, but a local show in there with like local talent from Connecticut in there, and it's like it's a hall now where you could go in. They're gonna have ballet, all that going on up in there.
it's a nice
it
that's
looks
a
nice.
nice building, and it's been there forever, and it should have been used.
Dog.
Should've been-
And,
should've
and
been
at one
done
point,
that.
and at one point, a company named Hip Hop America USA or something like that was
It was like Rap
purchasing
America. I think it was like rap something.
Rap
Because-
City USA or
Yeah.
Rap City America, something like that. They purchased it, bro. They went into the process of purchasing it, and They petitioned against it, bro.
What?
They shut it
because
down.
they felt like it was gonna be a hip hop thing, but
And it was
wasn't.
gonna bring a lot of whatever to the city.
But it wasn't a hip hop thing. It was more of a little bit of everything.
I have, if you haven't seen it, I advise you to look up the articles and just go direct. Don't even read the article. Go directly to the comments, and you'll see.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So what would they, if they're looking up, what would they type in Google to check that out?
Oh, hip hop city, no, Rap City buys Norwalk Globe. Go straight to the comments of that article, and you'll be like, "Holy shit!"
The
Like,
first time I went into
they hate us.
The first time I ever went to the studio was in that building.
They hate us. Oh, upstairs.
Right?
Yep, right upstairs. This dude named Beep. They used to call him Beep.
Yeah.
He
my
made.
guy.
So y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know Beep. I just talking to Beep.
Yo, I will never forget this. One night he made some shit that made me want to be a producer.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even make a
I
lick of
just
music
talked to
at that
Beep.
time.
He said he just got a machine. I think he said he just started making some beats again.
He was fucking stupid. I seen him use a guitar and record that shit. Yo, he's nice, yo. Like, he's nice. I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
And that's the whole.
That was JB in the studio. JB and Chubbs in them.
And that's where I met R.I.P.
Zingling Dudes.
Dolo.
Dolo. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dolo. That's when I met Dolo. Yo,
Let me tell you, man, this is why CT Zone is here, because I've been around for all of that. Like, I was pretty much like a spectator. I was around just chilling in the cut, just watching all of this. And like, yo, there's so much talent out here in Connecticut.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Me and Law went on a tour around Connecticut, different places, and I got to see different artists. And that right there just like solidified it. When I saw that, I was like, yes, we got to do this radio show. We got to play nothing but Connecticut. And in the beginning, everybody was like, nah, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. Yo, it's to the point now, right? We started off where we did a mix in the beginning where it was like industry joints. Now our whole 3 hours that we're on is just straight CT.
Yeah, remember that time?
dope,
Yeah.
man.
Remember those times?
It was like a year. It was like probably like a year or so.
We used to play industry music, and we just had to cut it out. It was like, yo, we got too much music
Too
to
much
play.
CT
Listen, why are we
music to
playing
play.
this industry
Right,
stuff?
right.
Good.
Yeah.
That's dope. Man.
There's
is
that-
good.
we-
No,
there's like, there's
no,
need.
pause. You, we don't. It's not just CT music. It's independent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Okay.
just played
It's gotten to-
independence.
it's gotten to
It's
that point now,
independent.
yeah.
Because
we got
we
music from
definitely
all
get
over.
music from.
All over.
Yeah, from
Yo,
all
that means
over.
y'all reaching a lot of
Good.
places. Yeah.
It's real good.
Dope, man.
And it started out based as that. Like, we was gonna do it for CT, and then we like, you know what, we could do independent also. But we
Was that WPMR? Remember WPMR?
Yeah.
I mean, Zeke had our show there. That was kind of how it ended up becoming too. We started off like, are we gonna do Connecticut artists? But then other people start sending you music. It's like, I can't
we
turn
did-
it
we
down.
realized you're
show.
reaching
What's
out
the
to
name of
those
your
people.
show, yo?
Oh man, the Big Zeke and Friends show.
Yeah,
The
Big Zeke and Friends. I came up on that
and
show
then we
like
had,
twice.
Yeah. It was a lot of
Where was that at?
classic. The Big Zeke and Friends show.
Where was y'all recording?
It was WPMR. It was an internet radio show or internet radio studio that was like right off Main Street going toward the mall. And shout out to Count, shout out to Phil Mai, shout out to G Set, shout out to.
That's how I met Phil. Phil was
Yeah.
doing Phil My.
Yup,
Y'all was
yup.
doing that joint. Mercy had her.
Mercy
joint.
had her
Yup,
joint
yup.
there. Yup.
I was doing my. I
It
was doing.
Soul Radio, Soul Power Radio.
I was doing Worldwide Radio 360 at the time with
my cousin
yeah,
Quick.
with Quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that was
okay.
crazy. So I met all of them because we kind of collabed and did.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
That's
it
how I
was
met
wild.
Ricardo through Quick.
Quick and Law. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricardo did a photo shoot for us back in like 09. That's-
It was
yeah.
around that time.
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I remember all of that. Classic.
Yeah.
Good Money and all that was going on around that time. It was like that's when I met Kambada. Kambada came to the studio. First, I was like, that's when I first heard. That's when we had a Smoke and Mirrors project though,
Yeah.
and it was like more like '90s like type stuff. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, you go on YouTube, he got a freestyle up there over one of my beats.
Crazy.
Yo, oh man, like that was those days. We like just the phenomenal seeing all the talent coming in and out of there. Like, you know what I'm saying? DJ Livewire, all the different things, all the different people that they brought there was just phenomenal. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I was just thinking about that whole PMR situation. It's like everybody that was affiliated. Number one, that to and this is my opinion output looking at camaraderie. Like we was talking about, everybody in there worked together.
We worked together.
Yeah, and it was like to make one big process, and everybody's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from that situation
is doing good. You're right.
Well.
Everybody got their own little thing that they doing, or their own thing, own movement, or own kind of,
Yeah, real quick, one thing I wanted to bring up, we kind of spoke about it already. Yeah, as you know, we get into other things, but when we were talking, when you brought up the part where cats were going to New York trying to find their alley over here, you know what I'm saying? When New York already has their own thing going on, that was the thing that I always kind of saw. Because I'm not a music artist, but I love music. You know, I have friends that have done music from out here in Norwalk and everything. Another thing that I don't know if y'all remember the era where a lot of our Connecticut artists were trying to be New York.
Facts. I remember that.
There was a lot of times where I would see, even on the profiles, man, MySpace, they wouldn't put Norwalk or Bridgeport or Brooklyn, New York. And I mean, I thought that was kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because you rep where you from. I mean, I get what they trying to do,
at
but
that time, there wasn't no real. There wasn't nothing for you to say, okay, I'm from Connecticut. Like, there wasn't nothing behind it, like, to make you feel like,
especially like when you go places, like somebody like me,
like how it is now. Like, sorry not to cut you off, but like now, they like, yo, I'm from Connecticut. They walk around with a shirt from Connecticut. Everybody's proud to rep Connecticut because they see the movement. There was movements back then, but it was a lot of separate movements. It wasn't like how it is now.
Yeah, and like imagine going places and being like, yo, where you from? I'm from Connecticut. From where? Connecticut. Where? Connecticut. New York. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, near New York. Yeah,
I ain't gonna flex. We still got a lot of work to do because I work in Jersey almost every day of the week doing Lyft, and I tell people I'm from Connecticut. They be like, "Yo, what?" And the first thing they think about is white people. They think about rich white people.
I mean, you gotta kind of think about
right there.
you gotta kind of think about as far as worldwide, what was Connecticut for entertainment, right? And we probably wouldn't know, but like, yo, it was Who's the Boss, bro. It was like, you know what I'm saying? That was Connecticut. I don't know if y'all remember that show.
I remember that show. Yeah.
But
I didn't know that was associated with CT though.
That was in Greenwich.
Oh wow,
that was Greenwich.
I know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's Connecticut. You know, rich.
You gotta think about it. You got Yale out in Connecticut.
Right. Yeah.
Wasn't he like they nanny? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tony Danza was they nanny.
He was in
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's right. He was a nanny.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the vision of Connecticut, where a white man is a white
Is a nanny.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say he was white, but you know what I'm saying?
But even that, it's funny because he was, he's Italian or whatever. So on the show, and he's darker, a little bit dark, compared to the rest of the family, to them. So it's like it almost puts that whole putting us in that position, and then you got the white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They played into that lovely with that shit.
Yeah. So that's the images of Connecticut. So it's like
the images is ingrained.
I'm from New York.
Mine. Oh, that's the say. Oh, okay. But I will say this though: whenever people do know about Connecticut, they be like, "Oh, okay, what part?" I say Bridgeport. Oh, I always get that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you say Bridgeport or Hartford. They either got family there, they've been there, or they know about it. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like I say, I live in Bridgeport. Like, oh,
they might know about Bridgeport. Might be the state, and then Connecticut. They gonna be like, where?
Might as well just say Bridgeport.
Yeah, cause like, yo, my aunt, my sister, they got people that live there. Like, I'm mad people in Jersey got Bridgeport.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. Bridgeport, but then Hartford, I don't know what the connection is between them, but yeah.
Yeah. I honestly just felt like, nobody was going to put Connecticut on.
You got a point.
And we had to do it ourselves, which we
still got to do.
which I'm still trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is still my. Now, this is, no lie, over 15 years ago, this story I'm telling y'all. Mm-hmm. So, this is 15 years later, nobody still put Connecticut on. Here I am. I done built my label, my artist, myself as an artist, working on a radio station. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Still saying nobody's gonna put CT on but us.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true. What do y'all feel the missing pieces at this point? Now that we got platforms, we got artists, we got quality, money. Fucking right.
Well,
marketing,
for us,
number one, absolutely. Yeah.
For us, money,
that's
but
true.
at the end of the day, it's
true.
the support.
and money comes kind of like
Yeah.
facts.
They gonna support when they see a little bit of money, and
It's true. It's
That's
sad to
sad.
say, but it's true.
It's a sad
It's
thing.
true but the thing is,
Why
when
we
you
gotta
see
sh-
people, it's
Why
money
we
behind
gotta
it.
shine for you to support?
But it's fact. So think about it.
That's all
If you see
backwards.
Nipsey Hussle,
I'ma tell you
he
why.
put money
Yeah,
behind
I
it.
gotta look like
If you
I
see
got
Nipsey
it.
Hussle, he
We've
put
been
money behind
conditioned
that.
for that
Yeah.
So
shit,
you want me to go
I'ma
out and buy
tell
a
you-
fake chain,
I'ma
have some
tell
fake
you-
money
I'ma
on the show?
I'ma tell you
Make it
why,
look like
bro.
you
That's what
got
they
it?
do too, man.
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because it's gonna take for us to make the world see us, and everybody be like, yo, why don't hometown support, right? But everybody's hometown doesn't support them. The
Right.
reason being is because they in the same bucket with you. We all crabs in the
They're
same
too familiar
bucket.
with you.
It's like what support you do what? Like you got to get up out this bucket, boy.
Facts. You still in the bucket with me while I'm supporting
Yeah,
you.
support you.
This is true.
So once you get on the top and you like, yeah, now they gonna be like,
Yeah.
cause you made it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm gonna get
they,
just.
they only gonna support you getting out. You know what I'm saying?
When they see you
Getting-
start
getting
crawling
on.
out, yep.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's up there.
Now they want to cheer and kind of like, yo, reach down and help us out. You know what I'm saying?
This is extremely true.
Fucked up, but
Because
yeah.
it's fucked up,
Instead
but
of
it's true.
cheering and helping each other get out the bucket.
Yeah.
Right,
One
right.
by one. Yeah.
Well, or at least motivating.
But that's
each other,
kind of
you know?
like you said, it's kind of everywhere, not even just Connecticut. Because I
Yeah.
mean, like
I've never heard a story where somebody said my hometown
Town
pushed me and was like
yeah, like
behind
from the
me from
jump.
the beginning.
Yeah, nah.
right.
They
That's
hometown
never-
is usually the trap, and they struggle to get out.
They
out
don't-
the
A
hometown.
lot of times you gotta leave, then you become
Yeah,
successful.
yeah,
and come
that's
back.
all. That's what I was gonna say. Like honestly, like social media. To go back to that, like my business, my healing business is popping because of social media. You know what I mean? Not because of the people I know. Honestly, it took me to get popping outside of Connecticut for people to be like, "Oh, we doing something."
Same thing with my designs with the shirts and all of that. Yeah, I can't front. I haven't sold any, if many, to friends
same-
and peers.
same with me, man.
But
Facts.
they've been going out of town. The funny thing is, they've been going out of state.
Right. That's how I go. Yeah.
So I'm like,
outside,
wow, I'm
yep.
selling more Connecticut shirts
outside of Connecticut.
outside of Connecticut.
Facts.
crazy, man.
Facts.
But
Facts.
once you leave Connecticut, they support.
They support. That's
Yeah,
what
they support
yeah.
us.
Yeah, this is
I
true.
mean, once you get on that stage out there or you have your business and you promote it, they support you.
And it's the ones that left. You know what I'm saying? And it's the ones that already were here and they gone.
Because they understand. a
And
little bit.
yeah, now they want to support more too, because now they, you know, like you said, they understand more, and there's somebody that they're gone, and they like, you know, they want to support where they
Yeah,
at. They want to
yeah.
rep Connecticut where they're at. Yeah.
Right, right. Because Cambada did that. Like he went to Florida, rep Connecticut.
Yeah.
Then he went to New York, rep Connecticut. Like if anybody, this is my prediction. Y'all can mark my words. I feel like anybody is going to make it out as far as like really put CT on and make a face for what CT is and give it a sound and a national thing. Cambada. I don't see nobody doing it before Cambada. That's my opinion. And the reason why I say that, he's been consistent. He is respected by some of the major people in the industry that are underground and that are important to the culture.
And he
You know
got a
what I'm
good
saying?
team pushing.
And he got a wonderful team making sure that he is visible and heard on every. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's got a sound. He's got a lane.
you definitely know him.
He got a, you know what I'm saying? His art, everything about, he got a vibe. Cambada, when you think of Cambada, he come with a vibe. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, I would say Clutch is probably one of the only other artists I could say he come with a vibe. He has his own like thing that he come with when you hear him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other artists, they're great, but they don't have, to me, I feel like they need more individuality. Like, what's your sound? What's you, and make that, give your image along with that. Everything about your brand needs to sound and kind of connect with that you present in the music. You know what I'm saying? And with Cambada, it does that, and I don't know what to expect from him. He's not like, I can't predict this artist. I don't know what his next album gonna sound like. I don't know what the next beat I don't know what he gonna rap on next. I don't even know what he gonna talk about next. I love it. It makes me excited. It makes me want to hear what he gonna do next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think another thing, and I'm glad we're getting away from this in Connecticut a bit, is experimenting with new sounds to try to understand. Okay, listen, I can't just do this one sound I like and expect for the world to understand it. I need to try to see what other ways to express myself to get the world to hear what I'm doing versus sticking with a traditional sound and hoping that sticks. Like you said, throw a 808 on there. Throw a stick. Just evolve a little bit. And stick with your sound at the same time. I see a lot of people doing that now, and it's helping other people to notice them. You know, I think more Connecticut needs to do that, and also just more consistent music. I know I'm not consistent with my music, so I'm not gonna be pushing my brand like that. I'm doing my healing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I feel like if you're gonna be doing this, you gotta be like in people's faces. You gotta put music out every 3 months. You gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way it's gonna do it. Fire projects every 3 months. Fire.
That's the best way to do it, man. It's
I think
it's what Weezy did, man. Weezy set the platform. He set the blueprint for a lot of people. I mean, he set the blueprint. So if you don't follow that blueprint right there and stay consistent and just be in your face, be in people's face all the time, forget about it, man.
With the music, yo. Make your fire project. It's the only way I really is gonna happen.
Not saying you gotta jump on everything, but you gotta kind of be on everything.
You gotta be
Like when I turn on my Instagram, you should have like 10 things I should see of you.
right.
You feel me? That's how you gotta be in people's face nowadays for them to be like, oh, he's
Almost
doing
annoying.
Yeah,
You gotta be.
borderline annoying, and like
I
you know
know
what?
I'm-
I'm interested
I know
now
I'm
because I'm
annoying.
annoying.
I know I'm annoying.
Yeah.
But that,
Word.
yo, you have to
You
be.
have to.
People
be.
gonna gravitate
Yeah.
towards you more because if you pay attention to it, if you look at it, the more annoying you be, the more people follow, the more
Just
people
the
like,
more people watch you, the more
view.
Yep. I think certain artists are so like they're like I want to keep it real. I don't want to like they stick to a certain like code of ethics when it comes to promoting yourself and being seen. So then you might miss out on the attention that you should be getting for what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
You talking directly to me as an artist. That was me for a long time. Just
Speak on it.
Yeah, just really. Even still now, because I got people that I feel I can't do certain things around or for, kids and everything around me. So I structure myself a little different. I'm kind of like real strict on myself. Just really starting to drift to that because I got to get a little more open as far as my presence. You know what I'm saying? So sound like you're just talking directly to me with that one.
That's true. I mean, shit. I had to realize that for myself. I was treating myself like a secret. You know what I'm saying? Like then I realized, wait, these 1,000 or so people I know ain't going. They've known me for years. This is not going to push my brand. I need to introduce new people to me and make my presence known.
Shit becomes a fear. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit becomes a fear. It's almost like it's almost like your ego. It's almost like certain things in your pride you don't want to show certain things or do certain things. You don't want to open up.
Right.
You don't want to open certain things in your life to the public, so you stay away from doing it. That's So
I know what you mean.
I was doing that for years because like I said, I got my kids, so certain shit I wouldn't put out. I got music that I haven't put out because I'm like
I don't know if this.
You know
Right. But then if you notice the artists that really catch on,
they don't
they
give
taking
a fuck.
those they taking them
Them
chances.
taking all them chances.
They taking chances.
But then still, like to me personally, then still I'm saying to myself, do I want to take those chances? You know what I'm saying? As a man, that's for them to
That's
take.
a good question.
You know what I'm saying? That's for them to take. But you know what I mean? You raising your family how you raising yours as a man.
Right.
That's cool. That money might be worth it for your kids to see you act like a fool.
Right.
We just seen on the
Integrity.
outside. We don't really know what's going on the inside.
Yeah, that money might not be worth it for me to have my kids see me act like a fool.
Right. Or just be like, Dad, why'd you say that in this song?
You know
what I'm saying? Like we get older, like now you gotta explain
like
some
that.
shit you don't even
do
want
that
to.
at home. Like where that come from?
Right. Like wait, what you mean? You did what? Word? Well, Mama was. You know what I'm saying? Now what? What? You gotta explain some shit you really don't want to have to fucking explain.
Or not. You know what I'm saying? Or not explain it. And they don't even ask you. They just hear it.
And be like,
take
word.
They still like.
Right.
Take it as a reflection of them. You know what I'm saying?
Like DMX, I think he had that issue.
Just imagine if you running around with a facade, right? And you doing something that's not you in your household, but now your children hear it. They don't come talk to you about it, but they take it as a reflection of themselves.
Facts.
So without you even knowing, they listening to your music or listening to what you say or what you
becoming
do,
that.
Your facade, and they
not even you, just like the shit you presenting to people.
I'm straight. I can't present that.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's true.
To think of it like that.
Yeah.
That's true. No, that's maturity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As an artist, because I mean, honestly, like I think we grew up in the age where you had to be kind of reckless with what you saying in order to catch some kind of attention. Even if you wasn't doing that, you better make it sound like you was doing that to make it, catch the ear, like embellish it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you had to come real hard or
you had to kill people in your song.
Yeah,
like,
sell some
I'm
drugs.
straight on that. Like,
Kill
you know what I'm
somebody real quick, you know.
Yeah, I'm straight on that.
I mean, there's a lot of cats still doing that now on the track. So
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think the ones that are standing out though are the ones that are able to give you the mentality behind that life. Like Rick Ross. I never thought I would like Rick Ross the way I do now. I listen to him every day, and the reason why, he's interesting. He makes me believe him, even though I don't want to believe him. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to believe what this nigga's saying, right? But the way the music is. It's hard for me to deny. Like, wait,
crazy
this shit,
beats behind it.
yeah, this shit sounding all like musical keys and strings and.
Yo, no lie, I think the last album
That was
orchestra.
crazy. Yeah, he had an orchestra. Yo, I heard so many instruments on that album. I mean, you hearing drum breakdowns, and he said, "Family asked if I'm in the Illuminati." Beat 40 cases like John Gotti. Like, come on. That alone is like just stuff that you could unbox. Like to me, you have to like battle your old mentality. Like, well, you know, is he this? All the different variables about his life. But
It's wordplay.
you know, all right. So let's unbox this real quick, right? Let's unbox this because a lot of us, you know, I think have a thing where like, especially if you like from our era, you're like, well, you know, Rick Ross, he was a cop, he was a CO. So then, you know, somebody's probably writing his lyrics, so we kind of just will dismiss him, you know, from our era, because in order to have credibility, you have to be writing your lyrics, you know what I'm saying? You can't have any kind of stain like that publicly and still be
on your name
and still be respected. You got another man's name as your name. There was a bunch of different things for our generations that was like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But now, like, looking on both sides of the spectrum, right? If he's a CO. And honestly, you can do a lot of dirt as a CO. You can, if you in the system, if you a cop, you probably doing your dirt as a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not probably a clean cop just following the rules. You in some mob level shit. You doing some different shit, you know what I'm saying, if you in there and you crooked. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
So, he done hinted around about some shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't doubt it. To me, it's entertaining. Like, yo, what if this dude is telling the truth and he just got mob level protection? He could rap about this shit. Almost like Jay-Z. If you think about it, let's consider this. His whole label was started off with drug money. And he talked about it. Then nothing happened to him. He had a certain level of protection to be able to say this shit
It's who you pay off.
Right, there you go. This is what I'm saying. That to me is like, that's some bold shit. That's some gangster shit. You be able to just, I remember in the 90s
At the end of the
with
day,
Ice.
was it really
real?
funded by drug money? And
I
it
don't
just
know.
rapping about it. And
That's the interesting
when
part
they came
about
to check
it.
it out, their papers was legit. Like, yo,
That's the interesting part about
got the
it.
deal.
Because as we know, even the most biggest corporations that start off the dirt money
So you saying what if Hov
didn't.
shit wasn't really real? Then it's possible too.
It's highly possible. It's all
He
stories.
could have had on his
I don't
mom's floral shirt and shit.
How do we know? Like,
And
it
that's
wasn't
but
it.
that's what's interesting to me. We don't know.
Because a lot of times later on you hear those stories like, yo, we ain't had no money in that video, man. I went and got that out my uncle's closet.
Like how baby stuff, like what's the baby stuff? It wasn't his. Watches fake and all that.
I see that in a lot of documentaries. Jay probably just never told that side of the story. He's probably like, yeah, nah, that we was
Yeah, we gonna leave that
Right
out.
now, he
Yeah.
looking
I
at
was
the Godfather.
trapping. Yeah.
Right now, he looking at the Godfather of it. So he's
Right,
gonna
right.
sit back and just ride on that.
I think all that's just interesting that you can even talk about this publicly though. You know what I mean? Like you could just, we've gotten to the point in hip hop where you could, but think in the 90s, Ice Cube, Scarface, it was getting investigated. You know what I mean? With FBI and all the CIA and all this other
they
stuff was
still
going
is,
on.
what
They
you
still
mean?
are.
They just
But
rap-
what I'm
they
saying
just
is,
ran up on the
it's-
hot nigga.
They just wait. What you mean?
What's the little nigga name? Hot nigga.
Bobby
yeah,
Shmurda.
Oh yeah,
Shmurda.
They made an example out of
That was
him.
all-
Watching everybody.
But that's my point.
They
He
watching
can make a
us right
song
now.
like that, like he did, right? But then there's other artists who are doing making worse songs. They giving you details. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm not justifying none of this. It's just interesting to me where we have gotten with hip hop to where now this shit used to just be entertainment. Like this nigga not really killing niggas. Now people are living this shit out. It's like you get respect for actually bodying somebody with proof. Versus before, you could just talk about it and people like sort of believe
Like
it.
that T Grizzly joint was like the epitome of that.
He basically dry stitched on himself the whole song.
Yeah. That whole whole song was just
It's a dry snitch. he just dry snitched.
my
on
whole
himself.
story.
He was naming names. He was naming
Yeah.
dates. He was like shouting niggas out that was involved. Like
That was a straight snitching song.
right.
He got the dime in that song.
He dropped $1,000 on
But
this.
that
song.
song is the shit.
Right.
Everybody love it, and it's like yo,
People, it became a hit. You see him on TV. This is what I'm saying. We got into an age now. You seeing people
But
live
really,
this shit out.
To be honest with you though,
It's crazy.
social media is what made that song a hit. People didn't like that song.
Nah,
it
that
was a
song
whole-
was dope, yo.
Nah, people
I don't
didn't
even
like
know who that
song.
is. I'm gonna be straight up. If I hear it, maybe I'll be like,
That
oh,
song-
okay, that shit.
That song was dope. I'm
The
gonna
Bobby Shmurda song, right?
Oh
No,
no,
I'm talking about the Ty Grizzly song.
I'm about to talk
Oh,
about
the Ty Grizzly.
Yeah.
I was
Which
talking
one?
about
That
I forgot.
where everybody was like, "That's a white dude singing it."
Nah,
Nah, not that. He was like, he was just he kind of rapping off beat, talking about all
the
the
nigga when
dirty
he had
deeds.
just came home. It's called First Day Home.
Talked his whole case. He
He was
just
talking about how he
everything.
just came home.
Oh,
Talking
I
about how
didn't hear
you,
that jump.
yeah, you ever beat it? What he said? You ever stood in front of a courtroom and fought for your life? It's like yeah. He's talking about slapping everybody. Yeah, I slap move. Yeah, I slap that. Man, you know, country niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get me to reenact the song, but word.
Yeah, man. But yeah, people are living their songs out. And it's almost like you get validated by the dirt you did, and if you could prove it.
Because there's been a lot of false shit over the years, like a lot of false
Right.
cats. Like, come on, man, you
Yep.
got. All right, my thing right now is like, you had Ice-T that was talking all that gangster shit.
Then he
and
played
now he's
cop.
a cop, yo. Like, come on, man, you
Right.
can't do that. Like,
Right.
Yeah, but
You
he
gonna-
just acting.
he's just acting, so he was just acting and rapping. Because yo, no lie.
Oh.
No lie, I forgot what Onyx song it is, but at the end of the song, they was talking about how a lot of rappers are actors and a lot of actors are
Hey,
trying
yo.
to be rappers.
But yo, I ain't gonna front, man. Like I never really, and don't get me not.
Majority of our
I
rappers that we
never-
grew up to were
I never
actors.
took Ice-T to be like hard, right? But
I couldn't either back then.
It was
He had on a
questionable,
little
yeah,
tight
like,
outfit, like
yeah, but you
what's up with
also,
Calvin there? Like,
but you also you're not gonna check his character. Because he's serious in that character he's playing.
Right.
In
Exactly.
that,
Right.
yeah. Like, in
Cause
that
all right, like you look at Ice Cube, be like, yeah, that he hard.
Right. In that character.
No,
In
no,
the
no,
character.
no, no, no.
Ice Cube
no,
might not
no,
even
no,
be as
no.
Oh, so
hard as
Ice-T?
Ice-T,
Bring it
like-
back to Ice. Bring it back to the old Ice Cube, bro. And you could tell he was kind of. It was kind of an act too.
You think so?
Oh, the Jerry curl?
Tell me how, man. Come on.
Was it Jerry curl?
The old Ice Cube.
Which
bro?
which version? 'Cause you
Which
got
one
the
was
Jerry
curl
curl.
when he cut the Jerry curl?
Man, the Jerry Curl Cube, the old Cube, bro. You could kind of tell he was like he was acting to
You
me.
think he was putting on?
He was-
I mean, I don't doubt you, but I want.
He was too hard, yo. It was just like
He was overdoing it.
Yeah.
But that was the
Almost
that
like
was
too
the
short.
Cali though. That was Cali back then though.
I
Like,
don't know. It just rubbed me off.
Almost
the
like
wrong
too
way,
short.
yo. No, almost like Ice
nah,
T.
too short.
True.
Too short was about the bitches though.
Because
Too
to
Short
me,
was
even
different
Ice T just was too hard. It's my opinion.
Nah, I agree.
man.
I would agree. It was
And
it was
that's what I'm saying.
over.
A
It
lot
was
of
like
them rappers back
overcompensated.
then-
But like I said,
actors, man.
Facts.
you wasn't going to check them niggas' characters.
Because they looked like they was
That-
dead ass serious about whatever they was
so
doing.
now this is what I
But
mean.
that's
so
how
now
you get people. You
so
gotta
now-
be dead serious.
So
right?
now, so now, Ice Cube isn't nothing like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That wasn't him.
He's-
That was
he's a
he-
comedian, happy
who
go
who
lucky.
he is now is who he always was.
Always was. I
You know what I'm
agree with
saying?
you.
You can't just go from that to that and be like, yo.
Well, what if? All right, so I agree with you.
That's like Pac right
I
now.
agree with you.
Being alive, and if you, all right, that's like Pac being alive right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just like the most comfortable family man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
humble.
Like-
You see him at the mall. He got pictures at the mall. Him and his kids. And
Yeah,
he done
Like,
got
that's
fat
a
like
big
Kanye.
switch, bro.
That's a big switch.
That's a big switch from NWA to
Are we home yet?
Are We Home Yet?
But I hear you. All right, so
Fuck the
I'm gonna
police.
play
Yeah.
the other side.
But how
for
many
you.
years is that too in between?
Yeah. It's a long time.
But where
It can
do you?
change.
But where do you lose that NWA fuck the police mentality? Where did that go?
Yeah.
Maybe Hollywood. Maybe the money.
Nah,
maybe
man,
the money
that ain't.
changed
It was
his
never.
mind.
It wasn't even really like. I mean, it might be there, but
Yeah.
man, where you can't just
You
put
seen
that.
it.
You
You
can't
wasn't
just
really
suppress.
living it
You
like-
can't just suppress those feelings, bro. You can't just suppress that. And it's still suppressed right now in this day and time. Stop it.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, stop.
You would think Cube would come out with a harder album.
I think y'all might doubt the power of money though.
If not hard, at least some knowledge.
I think y'all might doubt the power of money though.
No, it's not down the power of money. Yeah, he got the money and he's like, I'm gonna
That
do
might
this.
switch his whole shit.
I think
But
also,
when-
and not every artist, but I think some people just mature, man, and just want a family. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. Everybody's situation is different, but you know what I'm saying? Some people.
No,
It's
I
showing
agree with
growth. It shows growth,
That's with
you know what I
growth.
mean?
But even so, all I'm saying is it should still.
It should still resonate somewhere in his
Nah, I
character.
absolutely agree with what you said
I
about
agree. I
about
agree.
Cube.
agree.
And like you,
Yeah.
all right,
You don't
see it at all,
For
like-
instance, it don't have to be a fuck the police type of movement. It could be a different, more a smarter movement,
Yeah.
where a grown man moves.
I kind of think he
We can-
started that with the barbershop and movies and shit like that, where he kind of kept some of his edge, but then
it
he was
needs
like a
to be-
grown man on my
I think
business.
I feel like
you
with
know.
how he was speaking back then, he could be out in the forefront. Like
He ain't gonna do that. That's what I'm saying. If he did that, the money wouldn't be there. So I feel like at a certain point he had to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime somebody switch like that, oftentimes money's involved. You know what I'm saying? Like listen, like you keep this up, this is where it's going. Like, but you could do this.
You just
know?
leave the whole culture that you helped build behind.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do it. You know what I
Being
mean?
this
A lot
shit.
of artists do that shit.
A lot of them.
A whole lot of them. Think about Queen Latifah, my nigga. UNITY, you know, to
And now
like
she-
you don't even know. She's a star. That's it. You know, that's it.
When
you
the
know?
last time she had on the dashiki?
You never Queen Latifah. She stands for pro-blackness. That's
Now
what
they-
our first image
now
of
she
her.
And
King
was it
Latifah.
wasn't she going by just Latifah for a little while too?
Yeah, take the
now-
queen off. Like,
now
probably
it's
got a
King
perm.
Latifah.
but that's what I mean. Money changes.
Yo, after that set it off shit, it was down.
It was over, you know. And she epitomized a strong black woman at one point, like strong and aggressive and mean her shit. And she, you know, like
I punched
That-
her
all
dead
that
in the
could've
house.
been
yeah, like shit was real for
Or
black.
that could have been an act too, because she was a big,
That's
strong
true.
woman.
That's true. So now we got to decide which was the act and which was the real thing. Like, would it?
Because
you know,
look, she's with a woman now, ain't she?
She probably was with a woman. Like, I
whole
wouldn't doubt
time.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I don't doubt. Like, I just
Exactly,
never seen
so
her
it's
as
like-
somebody that was like, you know.
Yeah, I never seen it.
Yeah, I never noticed. I never, never
So
looked
that-
at it like that.
That just goes back to like why now a lot of the stuff
Why
that
she was punching niggas in the eye.
a lot of the stuff that we see now gets acceptable. Cats got to kind of prove themselves because like people want to see like is you real or not?
Right.
I mean,
They wanna know.
We don't want to hear about it no more.
Nah, we
gotta
gotta see it. That's why you see guns in everybody video. That's why you see it so much.
Cause
Because
you talking
gotta
about
prove
it, you talking
I
about
need
it,
to
but
see
where's that? Like,
and they see a gun. Okay, you got a gun. You might be about it. So I mean, maybe I believe
That's
it.
what a lot of these new artists do, man. All these new artists.
That shows you the climate of the audience, though.
that right there, like that limits you now, because now you just gonna stay in that lane.
Yeah. It's
You
not
don't
really
wanna,
much.
You don't
growth
want to be an
in that.
artist like you're supposed to be an artist and create music, like you know what I mean. You just want to stick in that lane and just show that you this
I will.
biggest gangster. That
Gotta
got
be a
all
gangster rapper actor.
I'll give you one person that I feel like was able, and I think he's successful. He not signed and he doing really well for himself. Freddie Gibbs. I don't know if you're familiar with Freddie Gibbs, but Freddie Gibbs, yo, he has a catalog. His music is phenomenal, but it's street shit. I love it though. This shit is because I believe him. Like I know I believe him.
Yeah.
When he first started doing his videos though, it was guns, a bunch of gang shit. You know, niggas jutting the cut with the big ass choppers. You know, he incriminating himself like a motherfucker. But then he's in the music. He's telling you all sides of that life. He's telling you about I can't even pass a blunt to you because all the shit that I got laced in this motherfucker. Am I the addict or am I the like? He's giving you all sides of the shit versus like, yeah, I'm just that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck you, bitch, and all that. You know what I mean? He's more like, listen, yeah, this is what I do, but this shit is not cool. Like, and then he caught a rape case that he beat. You know what I'm saying? In another country somewhere. And then he did a whole album about that and about how like
I
they
heard
tried
about
to lock him up, and now he was out. The depression started coming out. That's his closest people that he been supporting all this time with the street shit. They wasn't there for him, and it was a woman, the same woman that he was disrespecting, that was there for him. Like I love it. You know when they're gonna show you all sides of it. Like I can go from the beginning of his
don't
career
just
when he
stick
was
to
just
one-
trapping
Don't just stick
to the
to
maturity.
one lane of it.
Right, you gotta give me all sides. I love artists like that. Like honestly, my favorite music is the hard shit. I'm gonna give it a
But
buck.
that's what separates an artist from somebody who's just trying to get on, like trying to just do something Just trying to go with the flow, like.
Yeah, I'm with you, X. I'll be with the hard.
Hard shit or trade the truth. I need
listen
all
to the
that.
shit that I can't listen to around my kids.
Facts. That yes. And some of it I let my oldest son. You gonna hear this. You ain't gonna be boxed in. You ain't gonna be no square. You need to know what's going on. You need to be well rounded and know. Like I'm gonna tell you, my daughter, she already know.
Yeah.
She 10. I tell her like, listen, that's what that mean. This what this mean. You know what this mean? You know what they talking about in this song? You ain't finna be naive in this world, not around me.
Real talk. At least understand it a little. Like,
Right, you need to understand what you hear.
And learn it from me, because I'm gonna give it to you a different way from how you would have learned it out in the world. You
Right.
gonna learn it one way or another.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
One way or another.
It's what side of that table you gonna be sitting on when you learn it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be learning it from me, or you could be learning it from
somebody else, some other experience.
Different
Right.
story,
I'm not having
different
somebody
version
trying
of
to
it.
get you to sniff a line. Or
Right.
something.
Learn the fucking hard way. I'm not having that. You don't know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think the hard shit is a dose of reality, man. And I'm a healer. I need to know, like, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I give you an example, bro. I do lift in fucking Patterson in Newark, New Jersey, my nigga, Irvington. Like, these places are like, if y'all ever seen Baltimore, it's worse than Baltimore, my nigga. Like, the shit is real. And I'm in there 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing lift. All right? So I get to see a lot. I get to see a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, 2, 3 in the morning. It's a different world.
it's a whole different world out there. You know what I'm saying? So now I befriended a lot of people. I befriended a few plugs. You know what I'm saying? And so we chilling, right? But then these are young people, right? They're like 20, 22, 23, sniffing pills. Okay? Normal. It's normalized. Okay? Like, but if I wasn't plugged into the music, that shit would scare the shit out of me. You understand what I'm saying?
But
Like
the thing is,
that shit would like freak me out. Like
all that's been going on since we've been in school.
Right.
It's just that the rappers now made it cool.
They talking
For the
about
ur-
it
for
and
the
making it normalized.
urban kids to do it. You know what I mean?
It's
'Cause
normalized.
I've
just think
been
that rappers talking
around
about
kids.
it.
I've been around kids when I was in school that did uppers, downers, did all that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's been around. It's just like now it's being promoted.
Now it's normal though. See, here's the thing: like when people was doing uppers and downers during that time, there's a groups of people that's doing that shit.
Yeah, it's
now
just
this is
certain
like
groups.
damn near almost everybody is popping pills.
Yeah, the
It's
man.
being
saddest-
promoted. It's in the music.
Saddest
It's in
thing
the
I thought
music.
about today was that they got these kids taking this medicine that they wouldn't even take when they were sick as kids.
Yeah, facts.
Facts. Like they wouldn't even take medicine when they was kids, but now they popping.
Popping them like it's no.
Kids is crazy.
So now the music, like I said in other shows, is a reflection of that. You know what I mean? Like what we seeing right now with the music, I don't think it's necessarily like, all right, so on corporate level, yeah, they're promoting it. They're putting the money behind it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely on the corporate level, there's money being put behind that. Now, is that what's causing people to do that shit? Hell no. Life, I think, is what's causing this shit.
Nah,
You
music
know what I'm
isn't
saying?
causing
it's
it.
You think music is the cause of people
No,
popping
music
pills?
is not the cause.
It's definitely not the cause
Music
of that
helps,
shit.
man, because think about it.
I think music is
Music
the
is a reflection of life, bro.
If-
I agree.
People is doing this shit and then putting it into the music.
I agree.
And,
I
and what's
think,
happening is the industry is boosting this shit. The industry
Facts.
is pushing this shit,
Facts.
bro.
Yeah, and it's
It's-
just like you
this
said,
is
it's
a-
groups. It was always groups. So it's a certain
No,
group.
not that industry. The medical industry. I'm talking about. You
Pharmaceutical
got.
companies.
Yeah, you got to understand how much these pharmaceutical companies and these lawyers and these doctors and stuff is pushing medicine, bro. If it wasn't so easy for medicine to be out to people, then we wouldn't be doing it the way it's being done.
It's facts.
But
How
they-
is it so accessible?
But they pushing this shit, bro.
Yeah.
These doctors is yo. I went to the
Yeah,
doctor.
they get paid. For
Yeah, don't be surprised if some of these rappers ain't getting their
Yeah, they
check
probably
cut.
getting cut.
yeah,
I would,
working
yeah,
with
like,
doctors, yeah.
getting-
Working
absolutely.
with the doctors and shit.
yeah.
Getting sponsored by
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. Like you're not just gonna keep naming this pill in your every damn song,
Yeah.
and there's no money or no benefit coming from that. You know what I'm saying? There's a
You
reason.
like that
behind
lean
that.
here. Here's a fucking few cases of this shit.
Right. Here's a few cases. Put this in your videos. Here's a
Talk about it.
Here's a few
And
mills.
it's
I put
getting
it
in
to
the
you.
streets from. It's supposed to have been behind locked doors and all that. Like nobody could get it. Doctors only could prescribe it, and all of a sudden now it's
Now
just,
it's everywhere.
in the
It's
streets, like
accessible.
nothing.
Everybody got lean.
Put it
like-
to you like this. I'm one to like when I go to the doctor and I get prescribed something, I like to do a little research. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most, I'm not the best in research and shit, but I like to do a little research. So I had this one experience where I went and I had some pain, some pain I needed some medicine for. I just needed some treatment for. Long story short, I was put on a prescription, whatever, and it ended up being a narcotic. And I end up feeling the
effects.
Yeah, I'm very self-conscious of how I feel.
Self-aware.
Yeah, self-aware of how I feel, my body. So when I start to feel like I want this pill, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh shit, let me go talk to the doctor and tell him I don't want this pill anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I don't want it because I want it.
Wow.
Right.
And that's how a lot of people get started, though.
Yo, I had a
injury.
but I had a back and forth with the doctor after because he tried to tell me pretty much that this is what's going to help you. Nah, it's not helping me, and it's not going to help me. All it's really doing is suppressing the pain.
Right. And then creating
I'm
depression.
Cool. And I'm cool.
Dependency.
And I'm cool. I can if it's only going to suppress the pain while I take it, then I'm cool. I'm gonna have to deal with the pain because I either need to get rid of the pain, and heal the process, or I'm just gonna have to deal with the pain. I'm not gonna take a drug every day.
Right.
That's
cope.
the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't try to sell cures, man. They try to sell that medicine
They
because
sell medicine.
That's where that money keep coming in.
Yeah, rather than sending me somewhere to get.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and this was a physical treatment. It was something that, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds simple.
I ain't gonna say it was simple. I still deal with it, but I'd rather deal with the pain than deal with the drug abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that could cause more pain.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they pushing it, bro. It's
Yeah,
not the
absolutely.
music. The rappers is only singing about what they going through and what they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? They going through bottles of promethazine and they dealing with drugs.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, come on, we talked about this another show.
Yeah.
You know, it's a domino effect. You got the heroin epidemic, then you got crack after that, and then you got all the people that's been affected after that, and then the 90s, and then now you got the kids from all of that. You know, they're going. You know, they already built triggers in their body and their mind for drugs.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean the fact is that we all need
kids.
we all need an outlet. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? No matter
right.
what it is,
Yeah.
every human
Everybody
being
needs
needs
something.
an outlet.
You gotta do something.
And it doesn't necessarily mean you need a
drugs,
drug,
but something.
but you need something to do. You need something in your life to do. And a lot of kids in our urban communities, we don't even got space to do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no hoop courts in a lot of our neighborhoods. There ain't no
Studios,
parks.
just
There ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
free
And a lot of
studios,
people don't want to play ball. They want to do some art. Ain't no art studio. Ain't
Right,
no
right,
boxing
right,
gyms.
right,
Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no soccer courts.
ain't even nowhere for you to go sit somewhere
And,
to go.
or when they do bring something like at the Globe, that rap
Something
joint,
like that.
they had the petition and you know what I'm saying?
knock it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, what do y'all want us to do?
Yeah.
Right.
I've been a product of that forever. So like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
They want you to keep funding their drug
everything I try to
drug companies. That's what they want.
Yeah, everything we try to do as kids, it got canceled. Whether it was a basketball gym or a court or boxing with Mr. Harris and a lot of this was city funded stuff that the city would take the funds from right in front of the kids. You know what I'm saying? I got a boxing gym, whole ring and gloves, equipment, everything taken from us while we was training as kids. Like we in the ring training. Shit. The hour just came 3 days ago to take pictures of us, and the next thing you know, they taking the ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like,
That's
will you
dramatic.
leave? Yeah, as a
been
city,
tearing down certain parks and stuff like that all around. Like, so
as a city, where do you leave
want
hope?
that for you.
But it's engineered like that,
We
too,
all
man.
from Norwalk. If we go back to Norwalk, right? And now I'm talking about the hood because I'm talking about the urban community. If you go back to the urban community, they tearing it down. They getting rid of it. So like you might like as a different kind of resident as a resident with some money, you might look at it as a positive change, and it kind of is, right, to y'all. But imagine if those was your memories. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if that was imagine if that was your childhood in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But it is kind of good that it's going to be a better
environment or way it looks, so to say.
And they
But their problem
claim
is
that those people are able to come back.
okay. I was gonna say most of the
That's what
times they
they
just
claim.
scatter everybody. You know what I mean? They give
They
you a
scatter
voucher
them right
and
now,
send you
but they
somewhere.
claim that they can come back
Man,
there once.
man,
But they're gonna
whatever.
boost.
Yeah, most cases they going somewhere
They're gonna
else.
boost the rent,
you know,
so they're not gonna
send them to Atlanta or something like that. I heard stuff like that. Give you a voucher.
it's really
send you over.
getting where you fit in.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You end up finding some place that, you know what I'm saying. You end up finding.
Nah,
something.
they did what they wanted to do, man. They got the people out of there. Now they just gonna they gentrifying the shit. That's all they do.
The whole, if anybody knows, the whole Nog is gonna change within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
It already has.
It's already it changes a whole lot.
I ride through and I look and I'm like, damn, like those are like memories, bro. It's like, yo, your memories is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They just changed it. They just took
Norwalk-
it away from you.
Norwalk is gonna be like what Stanford. You know what I'm saying? What they did to Stanford.
Yeah.
And now look, it's happening in Norwalk now, but they're starting to poke at Bridgeport too, talking about all that casino shit,
Yep.
and then the Steel
Everywhere,
Point
man.
shit. You know what I'm saying? The Bass Pro, it's coming up this way. It's just gonna keep.
Everywhere it's gonna
It's gonna
trick. It's
keep
gonna
coming up.
move. They gonna move you to the south, or you gonna move up to the north.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah. Well, fellas, man, it was a great show, man. We've been, it's about almost an hour and a half, believe it or not, man.
wow.
Dope.
That's what happens when, you
Yeah,
get
good
into
conversation,
into the
man.
grind. And a lot of, when y'all got into some of these artists, man, I didn't know who they were, so I didn't have much to say at certain points, man. But definitely, I learned a few. Like, I want to check out, what did you say, my
Freddie
man's name?
Gibbs?
Yeah, I want to check him out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's stupid.
and
Yo.
my man from Connecticut, you said that you feel.
Cam
I
Bada,
never-
bro.
never heard of
Please
him
check.
either.
Yo.
Yeah, that's dope.
Can't buy this dope.
Yo.
That's pretty much why this show also is
Can't bother
created
ridiculous,
too, man, so that people can get familiar with people who's making
Yeah.
music out here. Because
Word.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Cam
I
Cash
was-
too.
I was
And,
someone who
yo,
didn't know a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Man.
Mayo.
Before we do go, you did ask one thing that I wanted to touch on. I'm sorry that I wait to the end, but
Yeah.
you was talking about goals, and the goal, for me, as one of the background dudes for the show, is to just be able to get everybody in Connecticut, whether you're an artist, whether you're a promoter, whether you do designs, fashion, whatever. We want to be the platform that promotes for you. You know what I'm saying? So our future goal is to be that go-to platform that promotes everything in Connecticut for Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, that'll bring the outsiders, New York, any other states, anybody else, any other country, anywhere. But that'll bring them to want to promote with us. So,
Absolutely.
you know?
That's dope, man.
Because that definitely is the missing element. Marketing and promotion.
Yeah, we need
Yep,
that.
yep.
We need that. So that's dope. So to end it like this, man, Shaba, again, real quick, man, just please punch in the social media for everybody, so they can know, where they can catch y'all, man, because it's very important, man.
Just go straight to ctzonefm.com. I'm not even gonna let Beggar cut me off this time, man. ctzonefm.com. Every Wednesday we're live on there, streaming live. You can check our show out 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. We're putting on for Connecticut, man. All independent. Everything independent out here, man. Just holler at us. ctzonefm@gmail.com. We'll promote you. We'll get you up for interview. We'll play your music. We don't be biased. We don't do that. We just play it. You know what I mean? Everybody gets a fair play. So hit us up. You know what I mean? We here.
Peace. That's what's up, man. Yo, thank you guys again for coming, man. I
Thank
really
you for
enjoyed
having
the
us,
show.
man. We appreciate it.
I learned a lot of shit I ain't know. I got to do a little homework myself. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, thank you for what y'all do, for giving the platform for people like me and other people like that, man. So, man, we're gonna tune out, man, into Weblians. I hope y'all like the show. Next week we'll be back with Mario Valentine. He's a health guru. We'll be talking about health in the hood, health, shit that needs to be talked about with our people and all that. But just tune in, man. Don't forget, it's BackyardMeccaShow.com, Backyard Mecca, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll see y'all next week. Peace, peace.
Interwebs.